It's Sunday, April 19th, 2026. You're listening to the DX Today AI Daily Brief. Today, Tesla's driverless Robotaxis roll into Dallas and Houston. Anthropic debuts a new design tool powered by its upgraded Opus model. And Cursor is in talks to raise $2 billion at a $50 billion valuation. Let's get into it.
Tesla pushed its driverless Robotaxi service into two major Texas markets on Saturday, launching rides in Dallas and Houston. The company's official Robotaxi account posted videos showing Model Y S.U.Vs rolling through city streets with no human driver or monitor in the front seat. In Houston, the geofenced service covers Jersey Village and Willowbrook. In Dallas, it spans Highland Park, University Park, Uptown, Downtown, and Lower Greenville. Tesla now operates Robotaxis in 3 Texas cities after starting in Austin last year and removing safety drivers in January. CEO Elon Musk urged riders to, quote, try Tesla Robotaxi in Dallas and Houston as Waymo and Zoox press their own expansions across the country.
Now to AI design tools.
Anthropic launched Claude Design on Friday, a research preview that turns conversational prompts into polished prototypes, slide decks, and marketing collateral. The tool is powered by the company's newly released Claude Opus 4.7 model, which debuted earlier in the week with notable gains in coding, vision, and design taste. Claude Design targets a specific pain point, letting non-designers produce real visual work through plain conversation rather than wrestling with professional software. The preview is available on Mac for Claude Pro, Max, Team, and Enterprise subscribers. Anthropic says Opus 4.7 now proactively writes tests and verifies its own output before handing results back, a step toward AI that double-checks its own work.
Over to XAI's voice push.
XAI moved its voice ambitions forward on Friday, releasing standalone Grok Speech to text and text-to-speech APIs for developers. The new endpoints offer real-time streaming and batch transcription, multilingual support across more than 25 languages, speaker diarization, timestamps, and expressive speech tags. Pricing lands at 10 cents per hour for batch jobs and 20 cents per hour for streaming. Elon Musk also confirmed the early beta rollout of Grok 4.3, telling developers XAI will ship improvements to the model almost every single day. The company's Batch API now supports image generation, image editing, and video generation alongside chat completions, as XAI moves deeper into a multimodal developer stack.
Apple shows its research cards.
Apple is putting its AI research program on full display. The company confirmed on Friday it will showcase nearly 60 studies and demos at the International Conference on Learning Representations, running April 23rd through 27th in Rio de Janeiro. The centerpiece is Apple's Sharp model, which can reconstruct photorealistic 3D scenes from a single image in under a second, running live on an iPad Pro with the M5 chip. The disclosures signal Apple's AI strategy is shifting from cautious to confident. Upcoming Apple products are expected to include a higher-end AirPods Pro 3 with infrared cameras for visual intelligence, and rumored AI smart glasses later this year. No Vision Pro refresh is expected in 2026.
Turning to the funding beat.
Cursor, the AI coding startup built by 4 MIT graduates in their mid-20s, is in talks to raise at least $2 billion at a $50 billion valuation. Existing investors Andreessen Horowitz and Thrive Capital are returning, with NVIDIA and Battery Ventures expected to join the round. Cursor is pulling in more than $1 billion in annualized revenue and is on track to exceed a $6 billion run rate by the end of 2026. The raise underscores how much capital is flooding into coding assistance as AI reshapes software development. It also places Cursor alongside Frontier Labs' OpenAI, Anthropic, and XAI in a first-quarter funding environment that set all-time records at roughly $300 billion globally.
AI in the courts.
2 federal judges handed down rulings on Saturday that could reshape how AI chatbots are treated in American courtrooms. In New York, U.S. District Judge Jed Rakoff weighed attorney-client protections for materials generated through AI tools. In Michigan, U.S. Magistrate Judge Anthony Patty ruled that a woman representing herself in an employment lawsuit against her former company did not have to turn over her ChatGPT conversations about the case. Judge Patty treated the AI chats as her personal work product rather than communications with an outside party. More than a dozen major U.S. law firms immediately issued advisories on how companies and individuals should handle AI chat records going forward.
Over to Las Vegas.
The 2026 NAB Show opens Saturday in Las Vegas, kicking off a 5-day gathering where the broadcast, media, and entertainment industries are leaning hard into AI. This year, the show floor features nearly double the number of AI-focused exhibitors compared to last year, including dedicated AI pavilions. Adobe, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft, NVIDIA, and Google Cloud are all demonstrating AI tools spanning the full content lifecycle, from creation to distribution. Self-described content creators and podcasters among registered attendees jumped roughly 200% compared to 2025. The show also spotlights how sports and streaming businesses are transitioning from AI experimentation to real-world deployment. NAB runs through April 22nd.
Now to life sciences.
OpenAI unveiled GPT-Rosalind on Thursday, its first specialized model for life sciences research. The system is named after the pioneering chemist Rosalind Franklin and is fine-tuned for genomics, protein engineering, and chemistry. Rather than a broad public rollout, OpenAI is launching it as a trusted access research preview for qualified U.S. enterprise customers. Initial partners include Amgen, Moderna, the Allen Institute, and Thermo Fisher Scientific. A companion life sciences research plugin for Codex connects to more than 50 scientific tools and data sources. On the BixBench benchmark for real-world bioinformatics tasks, GPT-Rosalind posted leading results among models with published scores, and it outperformed GPT 5.4 on 6 of 11 LabBench 2 tasks.
Consumer AI news next.
Google rolled out a new opt-in feature this week, connecting Google Photos with Gemini and the Nano Banana 2 image model. Paid subscribers on Google AI Plus, Pro, and Ultra tiers can now generate personalized images featuring their real-life people, pets, and family scenes without manual uploads, pulling context directly from their photos library. The feature is rolling out first in the United States over the next several days. Google framed the update as a way to make consumer AI feel more grounded in personal memory rather than generic stock imagery. Google also signaled further Gemini personalization work across Chrome, pointing toward a future where AI acts on users' own context across Google's ecosystem.
On the robotics front,
Physical Intelligence unveiled Pi 0.7 this week, a new steerable robotic foundation model the company says delivers a step change in generalization. The model moves beyond simple imitation learning to demonstrate compositional generalization, meaning the robot can mix and match learned concepts to tackle multi-step tasks it was never explicitly trained on. In benchmarks, the single Pi 0.7 model matched or exceeded Physical Intelligence's previous specialist models at espresso making, box folding, and laundry folding. The startup is hosting the model in the cloud rather than on-device to cut hardware costs, using real-time action chunking where the robot pulls sequential actions from an API endpoint as it works.
design platforms evolve fast.
Canva unveiled Canva AI 2.0 at its Canva Create event this week, repositioning the design platform as an agentic workflow system rather than a traditional editor. The new release introduces conversational design, persistent brand memory, and agentic orchestration, where users describe a goal and Canva automatically coordinates tools to produce complete outputs across formats. The platform now connects to Gmail, Slack, and Zoom to pull in context and generate content in place. COO Cliff Obrecht called it the biggest shift since Canva's 2013 launch. Free users get basic AI with limited credits, and paid tiers climbed to about $100 a month for what Obrecht described as nearly all-you-can-eat access to premium models.
And finally, Europe.
The European Commission awarded a €180 million tender for sovereign cloud services this week to 4 European providers covering a 6-year period. The move is part of the bloc's broader push to reduce dependence on non-European technology providers and to build AI infrastructure under European legal jurisdiction. The deal lands as Europe's digital policy increasingly centers on sovereignty, data protection, and reducing exposure to US and Chinese hyperscalers. It also arrives amid broader signals about the AI compute layer, including OpenAI locking in strategic supply partnerships outside NVIDIA's immediate orbit. European officials framed the award as a concrete first step with direct implications for government and public sector AI deployments going forward.
That's your briefing for Sunday, April 19th, 2026. For DX Today, stay curious.